Something is ending, and you are unclear about what's next. You're a woman in transition. And we are going to go through a 5-card spread. We're going to look at what is naturally ending, what is quietly beginning, what the threshold is asking of you, where you're being asked to pause, and one grounded next step. I've been sitting with Spirit here in this energy about something ending, and I got a lot of stuff, which it felt like it almost like deviated, but we're going to see how this all fits together once we get into the cards. But I want to go through what has come up. First, I got this sense of this breath of new dawn, like a very exaggerated, and I really kept seeing this like orange color, earthy color, and it's funny because I have that so much within my life, but I kept seeing that like within the east with the sunrise. There was just such a focus on the color, and then but there was a breath, and then it's like this rising, and then this sense of like go into the earth and to take the earth's nutrients, the earth's sustenance for this new dawn, for this new beginning, right? Because we can't step past the threshold unless we have the nutrients of, I want to say, of our past. It's our past that we let go of, that oftentimes that we don't want to let go of, or we're embarrassed of, that we don't even want to face. But it's that very past that is like the compost of our life, and gives us the nutrients to step into something new, to cross that threshold. And so I think that we can't figure out what that next threshold is until we go into the earth. I think that's part of the process, and to just be open. And then I'm an herbalist, and so I got the plant mullein came to me I had this like feeling of constricting breath, and I then saw mullein, which helps to expand the lungs, but the constricting breath was from grief. And so I think that is tied to what is ending, what you are leaving behind. And then what was interesting is I heard you want justice. Your intuition knows that. And you had a choice. There was some sort of choice under fire. I'm not really sure what that means, under fire, but you had a choice under fire due to a lack of harmony because of somebody's bad intentions. And so I kept asking Spirit, who is this someone? And I couldn't get a very clear answer, but it was someone who was immature and was pretending to be spiritual and deep. So that's what I have to start with. We are going to get into the cards now and find out what we have. I'm going to put all the cards face down first. Ooh, but that one ended up face up. So we're just going to look at it. The underworld. Oh, going into the earth there. And the mystic. Interesting. So I think that's going to be the theme of this reading, is this threshold is actually the underworld. Interesting, Spirit. Okay. Like I say in all of my readings, if this doesn't resonate, then it might not be for you, and that's totally fine. Just be open and remember you are in control of your life. And we allow these cards to give us perspective, but we don't allow them to tell us what to do. We have sovereignty over our choices. And that's the beauty of this, that we work, I'm hearing together, we work together. Okay, this came up too, trust. We work together in trusting spirit in our life. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna split the deck. It's interesting, each time like something comes up. Seven of Cups. Choices is what's sticking out to me. This choice of the next. The choice of the next that's going to lead to abundance. Okay. Well, that's exciting. But through the underworld, I really love this idea of that the threshold is the underworld. I usually imagine a threshold being in the overworld. Okay, so what is ending? Let's get into what was ending. We already got some stuff, but maybe that's not exactly what's ending, right? That whatever this grief is tied to, I don't know, let's see. The Lover and Shattered Dreams. Oh my God, that, I just immediately, okay, that grief was there. I felt the grief. And a protect over your heart. And I saw this and I just thought of it as being, sorry about the glare, hugging your heart. I'm crying. It's just like immediate feeling of grief. I'm guessing a relationship ended. It could be a romantic, but also a family relationship. I had the Ten of Cups in reverse. And let me move that back a little bit. And here was the Lover. It's interesting what I'm seeing, what stands out to me in this card is this golden pearl in the middle. And it feels like it's like that aspect is still there. It's like within you, like that is your heart, and you're protecting that. You're protecting that golden pearl. There we go. Okay. What is quietly beginning? So what might we not recognize? It's the end of a dead end. The end of a dead end. So this was in reverse, and it looks like it's coming out, like coming out of that underworld that we were talking about, like grabbing, reaching, not grabbing, but reaching up. The end of a dead end where you don't need to hunt. You don't need to exert so much energy. It's just, it's there. It's just reaching out of it through clear boundaries and communication. We have the Queen of Swords. Can we have, Spirit, can we have a little bit more understanding around this? What is quiet? What is beginning? Like what specifically? Through these clear boundaries, like what are What are these clear boundaries and clear communication? What is that leading them towards? Feeling a feeling of stuckness in that underworld. Okay. Why? Why is there a stuckness here? Can you tell me, Spirit? There's really I'm feeling fear. A lack of confidence. A lack of confidence. So Spirit, what can begin from here? I'm like feeling like a half urge to switch the deck. I think I'm gonna do 2 cards, one from this. And one from this. It's interesting. I feel like I've lost something. I've lost releasing limiting beliefs. That's what we're beginning. We're beginning confidence. We're beginning releasing of limited beliefs through going into the underworld, and you will become the magician. Okay. So Spirit, what is this threshold asking of us? Oh, wow. A real standing up for yourself. To be inspired, to stand up for yourself and seek justice. And I think that you want justice. Your intuition knows that. To seek justice. We have justice here. And I got this Venom card. And I didn't take that as being nasty, but as, because I got this little bird to be inspired to stand up for yourself and to seek justice. And whatever happened surrounding this shattered dream, shattered relationship that caused so much grief, that it's okay. It's okay to desire, not just desire, but to be inspired to stand up for yourself. It's okay to stand up for yourself. Spirit, how can they stand up for themselves? Like what are they being asked to do, if anything, at the moment? As far as standing up for themselves. It's funny, in this I'm feeling the opposite of, like, there was like this stuckness, and now it's like too many ideas, and I think Spirit's like there needs to be a pause. There needs to be like calm down. Okay. Calm down. I'm hearing trust. There will be a change in the wind, that breath of new. I got, look at that. Oh, I love that it is a spiral. And in my prayers before this reading, I was really inspired. As I was sitting here, I was spiraling my body and thinking of pine medicine, actually, because it grows in a spiral. And when we allow ourselves to spiral with the winds of change, that is when real growth happens. But that spiral is slow. Growth is slow and spirally. Spirally, is that a word? Change is slow and spiraling. It's not necessarily linear. And so this justice that you seek, this justice that you are inspired to make sure happens, needs to happen in a spiral manner. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so where are you being asked to pause? So I think this is part of the spiral, right? To allow yourself, it's through giving into your senses and your delight for life and your energy. Look at this beautiful hummingbird. Your energy and finding your purpose and your it's through, yes, this is just like hope and calm and renewal that you will seek you will have justice, and you are right to be mad. Like, being mad is fine. Feeling that venom growling on your own, yes. And that energy is very important, and so is this energy. So it's like spiraling between, we have the spiral of the wind between this like venom and knowing that you deserve justice, and your justice is part of you spiraling into this delight for life and excitement and renewal and this new energy. So allowing yourself to spiral into both and not be stuck. Oh yeah, that's to not be stuck, that you are going. And when I put this card down, it's very much, it's going in this direction. So it's in a counterclockwise direction. So I wonder if there's something about going back in time, like revisiting it. You're allowed to revisit it in your mind and feel venomous, and that's okay. And then you'll come out of it. And I think that's all part of being in this underworld. That is part of trusting these themes of the reading. Through that, you will get opportunities and go deeper with spirit into the underworld, and then come out. So that will allow you to begin and come out. So it's through that spiraling, you will spiral out of it, and you don't have to, it's not reaching, it's just coming out. To be the magician, to have that self-confidence. So I think I know it's that you are, if you allow yourself that spiral, and feel okay, like it's okay to not be okay. That phrase keeps coming to me recently. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to feel like this, and don't let anybody tell you that it's not. It's okay to to want justice because you deserve justice in whatever happened. Whatever happened. But remember, this pearl still is within you. It is yours. The pearl was not taken away. So grieve, yes, and know, trust that you are going to receive justice. It might be differently than what you imagine it to be, but allow yourself to spiral in and out of this. And that is part of the healing. You're just going to spiral in and out of these things, of this like energy, and I feel great, and I'm going to renew myself, and I'm going to live my purpose, and I'm going to be this beautiful hummingbird, and everything is delightful and new. And then it's okay if in the next day, in the next week, in the next moment that you feel angry and hurt and grieved again, because just trust that you're going to spiral out of it, and the spiral is moving up out of the underworld, and it's going to take you out. It's going to take you out. Okay. Oh, this is so beautiful. Okay, Spirit, what is one grounded next step here? Healing. Let yourself cry. And I feel like that looks so much like the pearl of your heart. Allow your heart to be sad. Oops. And that's the eye of Spirit. It's over you. I'm watching those tears. For your healing, I got the card heal for what this grounded next step for your healing. You're allowed to cry. You're allowed to be sad. You're allowed to feel a lack of stability. Spirit, is there anything else that we should know around the crying? I mean, that seems kind of obvious, but I want to clarify a little bit. Anything further or any other advice addition to the crying? To lean into your intuition. I got this blue lotus. And this blue lotus is really associated with dreaming. And so I think that allow yourself to dream, and in both ways, both like dreaming of the future and then allowing things in your dreams to work things out. Even if you don't normally have vivid dreams, like just trust that. I'm hearing to say that. I'm seeing this waterfall, and I feel like that's the waterfall of your tears. And look how they are transformed. And I almost feel like the inside of that blue lotus looks like the inside of the eye here. Look at that. I think your dreams will be filled with a lot, and maybe just trust. Allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself to sleep so that you can dream. And then just so much of it is trusting right now. And that's where we are right now. And it doesn't mean what, Spirit? It doesn't mean that things won't be more clear. Can we get one more piece of advice? I'll go with this one. It's interesting. This was the one. I think this was, no, this was not. This was the deck that went quickly before this. Oh, seek comfort. I see this little baby. Seek comfort. Let yourself cry and dream so that you can heal. Sometimes it's just the obvious stuff, but you know what? Remember to allow yourself to spiral, and I feel like that is the most important thing here. To go through that spiral of healing into the venom, out again into the excitement for life, living your purpose, and back in. And both are fine. And the trusting that both are fine here. So now that I hope you have a clearer sense of what you need to do, what is going on, if you want to work deeper with me, you can book with me in the link below. I work one-on-one with women that are going through times of transition. I've been doing that for the past 23 years. So when you're ready, just click on the link below and we can work together.